Good. Ooh, there we go. Looks like it's working. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Our teacher this week is Jack Kornfield, and I have some beautiful wisdom from him this morning. Just before we get started, the reminder is to bring yourself to your breath. Hey Estelle, good morning. Sunmuddy, good morning. Awesome seeing you all there. Remember to breathe, become conscious about your inhale and exhale, and simply become conscious about inhaling all the way deep into your body, as deep as you can draw the breath in, and that tends to feel like you're breathing into your belly. And if you slowly breathe into your belly, you'll be ready to float away with us in just a few minutes. Right, getting started with some wisdom from Jack Kornfield this morning. He says, if your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Hey Charlene, good morning. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Hold that thought for just a little while as we work our way through the rest. The emotional wisdom of the heart is simple. Hey Marcella, good morning. The emotional wisdom of the heart is simple, very, very simple. When we accept our human feelings, a remarkable transformation occurs. When we accept our human feelings, tenderness and wisdom arise naturally and spontaneously. Where we once sought strength over others, now our strength becomes our own. Where we once sought to defend ourselves, we laugh. But it's not what we've been taught. When we accept our human feelings, that is what we've not been taught, to accept our human feelings. Ours is a society of denial that conditions us to protect ourselves from any direct difficulty and discomfort. We expend enormous energy denying our insecurity, fighting pain, fighting death, fighting loss, and hiding from the basic truths of the natural world and our own nature. Hiding from the basic truths of the natural world and our own nature. And one of these basic truths is that we are human. That's a basic truth, which means that sometimes we'll feel light, and sometimes we'll feel heavy, and sometimes we'll feel dark, and sometimes we'll feel light. Why have we been struggling with this so much? Why have we been taught to deny these human feelings so much? And what do we do about it? How do we get better at dealing with these very human feelings? As we willingly enter each place of fear, as we willingly enter each place of fear, each place of deficiency and insecurity in ourselves, that is how we do better. We willingly enter into these places, and then we discover that its walls are made of untruths, of old images of ourselves, of ancient fears, and of false ideas of what is supposed to be pure and what is not. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. That is our journey today. A sense of self. How do we encounter these things inside of us? With our heart. And in a more wise, gentle, compassionate, kind way. So that we can discover its walls are made of untruths, old stories. If you're ready, let's take this journey today. You can close your eyes and let's float away together. starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. And one more big breath in. Let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. When you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. As you continue your full body breathing, place your attention on the exhale and how much you can soften as you exhale. Try to remember to exhale slowly and soften completely. While we create an experience, an inner experience of these two different sides to being human, these two polar opposites, is what it sometimes feels like of being human. Continue to breathe. Continue to soften. One place where we're often clearly faced with our own polarities is in traffic. I want you to kind of remind yourself of how there's a part of you that sometimes feels, or that maybe in the past has sometimes felt, incredibly triggered and aggressive in traffic. Continue to breathe though. Long exhale, soften. A part of you that feels like if it could, it would get out the car and smash the other car to pieces. And another part of you that on another day can so easily let it go. Can even say the words, maybe he's got an emergency. Let him be on his way. We can call it, for today's exercise, small self and higher self. We have both these parts. Another example might be dealing with close relationships. Could be kids, could be parents, could be friends, could be siblings. There's a small self that sometimes gets triggered easily. And there's a higher self that sometimes in the same situation would easily just let it go. I want you to invite that small self to come and sit and breathe with you. Where should it sit? That's up to you. It could sit right next to you and maybe right across on the other side of the room. Or sometimes it feels like outside the door in the passage. Wherever it works for you today, invite that small self to come and sit and breathe with you. As you breathe in, see her inhaling too. As you breathe out, watch her soften as well. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, drop your head all the way forward. Roll out your neck muscles for a moment. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards. A deep breath in. As you release, for a moment, focus on your spine. And just lean your upper body over to the left and also over to the right, gently stretching into those back muscles. One more big breath in. And as you release, stretch, move remove or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Becoming as present as we possibly can right now. It's the perfect opportunity to turn inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of the journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a long and slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, invite softness into every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow of your body. Your shoulders slowly falling, your body slowly softening, and you slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your body dissolving. Feel yourself slipping into a deeper and deeper surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue with the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. You are holding you inside of you. Spending a few intimate moments wrapping your arms around you. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you. Remind yourself of a small self sitting close to you. Take your next big breath. want you to remind yourself of perhaps something recent where a triggered part of you was difficult to deal with, difficult to hold, difficult to be with. It might have felt like anger, might have felt like fear, might have felt like sadness, might have felt like regret. Could give it many more different words. But try to remember a recent trigger for this small self that recently felt very triggered. Take your next big breath. If you have an example, could be recent or maybe not so recent. With your next big breath, and as you dive deep into you, remind yourself of the words that this small self uses. If you have a specific example, listen to those words again from the specific example. It might be words physically uttered, and it might be words thought. It might be words felt. What are the words that this triggered small self used? Take your next big breath. What are the feelings, the emotions that this small self felt? Maybe feels often. Perhaps it's easy to remember, sometimes not. You can ask. If you're able to take a look at this small self, ask the question, what did it feel like? What does it feel like? Tell me how you feel. Take your next big breath. sit with a part of ourselves that feels triggered. Sometimes we can ask questions and get very clear answers. It is okay if you don't have a clear answer, a clear response. But if you're able to look at this triggered small self, please ask her, what is it that you are afraid will happen? Please tell me, what is it that you are scared of? What are you afraid will happen? Take your next big breath. One more question to ask this small self. Sometimes it's helpful to imagine you can get a good look at this part of you. As you ask the question, what is it that you want for me? What is it that you want for us? Take your next big breath. If you're able to, close some of the distance between yourself and the small self. If it feels like it's okay, bring her closer. As we take our last few big breaths together. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in. And hold. As you release, feel softness flood the inside of your body. Big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. No more attention on your breathing. Sit all the way back or lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. We'll revisit some of the words from Jack Kornfield. The emotional wisdom of the heart is simple. When we accept our human feelings, a remarkable transformation occurs. Tenderness and wisdom arise naturally and spontaneously. I want to repeat that. When you accept the scared parts of you, when you have acceptance for the parts of you that are acting out, feeling triggered, when you hold that in acceptance, then tenderness and wisdom arise naturally and spontaneously. As we willingly enter each place of fear, as we enter each place of deficiency and insecurity in ourselves, we will discover that its walls are made of untruths, of old images of ourselves, of ancient fears and false ideas of what is pure and what is not, what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong. I love the words from Rilke that says, perhaps everything that scares you is just something that is afraid and is in need of your love. In the moment that you are able to hold the worst parts of you in a space of love, ask yourself, who am I being? If I can look at the triggered parts of me, if I can hold them in kindness, if I can allow them to be triggered, knowing that this is not permanent, I can hold this, then who am I being? Tenderness, kindness, wisdom rises naturally and spontaneously because I've stepped into the best part of me. I'm being my higher self. I'm being my soul. or at the very least, I'm able to look at me through the eyes of my soul. And everything I continuously practice, I become better at. If I continuously practice being kind towards the scared part of me, I'll continuously become the strongest part of me. The moment a scared part is accepted and held by me, it very quickly feels less scared. Thank you for your willingness. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for your increased kindness towards you. Your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for your presence in our circle today. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the kindness you're able to extend towards yourself. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for finding yourself back here again and again, even though we're all human. Even when you've had those moments where finding kindness for yourself was impossible. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning to trust. The steps are small and there are ups and downs, but very slowly you're learning to trust that you will find yourself back here again. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Vivian, good morning. And Anne, good morning. It's really good to see you. Thanks, Charlene. Thank you, Estelle. There are parts of us in need of our love. I think of the piece where Rilke writes about this. He starts out calling it dragons. These dragons that we fight. these dragons that we think we're fighting. And perhaps everything that scares us is just something that is itself afraid and in need of our love. Thank you, somebody. We all have a history with these scared parts inside of us. Please remember that they need holding often, and you don't have to wonder when it feels triggered. It needs your presence. And it might be a while before it feels better. So much love to every single one of you. Thanks for all the love shared on this group. And every time I see the bubbles in the corner of my screen, I do feel them. Lots of love to you all. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.